Hey, I'm Cam, and this is it's Bad End Theater time. Toying with fate, you'll make many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, all in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic events. But first, allow me to explain how it works. Select whichever doll. Right. The demon. Control the demon doll. Your fears-looking guide's minding your own business. Interact with the human doll. I want to play nice. Well, shit. Let's reset the stage and try again. Try controlling the other doll. What if I what if I don't? Yeah, sure, fuck it. Friend little guy minding your own business. How you know the demon? Nice. Not a bad ending at all. I should have written out this possibility. It's just not suited to my theater. So the doll's behavior in advance. As you just saw, these behaviors automatically be set to what you choose during your last playthrough. You can turn each one on or off without having to replay that from the doll's perspective. Yes, my theater actually doubles as a puzzle game. Now try turning the doll's behaviors on and off and see how the outcomes. Okay, so if those are both off, play nice. Hey, we're buddies. Okay. I got it. Yeah. Start the show. Hero, maiden, underling, overlord. Let's do the underling. He's a goofy little guy. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the Overlord anyways. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. I feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. She gives you an earful about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post. What does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? Complain about the Overlord to your friends. I agree she's kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off the throne. So it turned into an assassination plot. Let's not. Totally not serious about this whole thing. You're actually cool with the status quo. After all, life must get pretty dang good. You move as you live comfortably, there's nothing to do. You say a coup d'etat would be more effort than it's worth. They're still gonna rebel and sneak out of the castle. Change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling in the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She seems very frightened and screams for a hero to come save her. You consider your options. To tell her to shut the fuck up. Maiden realizes you're not gonna hurt her, she regains her composure. Now she started talking to you like you're friends or something. You don't understand humans at all. Speak the same language, of course, which has always confused you. Why is there conveniently only one language in the world? Fucking D&D be like. Demons and humans have independent societies. Wouldn't it make sense for them to each have their own language? It's kind of destiny. The bottom line from what you gather is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. Knowing full well you left the castle when you weren't supposed to, you apologize, but hope the maiden is interesting enough. This is everything's cool as long as you always listen from now on. You're impressed with what an easygoing boss she is. You mentioned how you can't believe you. You mentioned how you can't believe you and your friends even considered overthrowing her. That was a joke. This was you. You decide it's about time for a nap. Rudely overwoken by the sounds of battle. Found that a hero has slaughtered many of your friends and work associates. What an asshole. Nah, man, I'm gonna run. I'm like, yeah, I don't. If he's killing so many people, who am I? I'm not that strong. I'm just a little guy, just a little dude. I'm gonna fucking run. Kind of things expected. Live peacefully alone in some deep dark forest somewhere. Deserter ending. But I lived. I wouldn't see that as much of a bad ending. I got out, didn't I? Boop, boop, boop. Eats the maiden immediately, gets involved in the plot. I'm not gonna have any of those clicked for now. I'm just gonna go through and unlock everything. We'll be the overlord. Live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think. Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called Hero, whose whole purpose in life is just to dethrone you. What's their deal anyways? So new to the whole overlord thing, if you're being quite honest. You don't really understand the politics of it, but you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You don't let them bait you into being the evil overlord they expect. Cool, mature. One of your underlings walks in, interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. Saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. What to do? So this is what happened last time, is the Shuja tyrant. So I'm gonna be like, nah, you can chill. It's like a little thumbs up. It's like, yeah, go for it. Refresh their dark soul. A day off should be fine. Take a nap. Being the overlord sure is great. You awake to a knock on the door. The underling from earlier brought back some company. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured. Maiden then goes on to say that she's getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture, so she's come here to speed things along. Appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her that you never had any plans to capture any humans. She seems very disappointed. How can I become more maiden-like? You don't really understand the question. You think this world puts way too much focus on destiny and junk. Let's just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell her. Maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. You feel warm inside as you look in her eyes. It's the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. You wonder what to say. This one. She just got here. Sharing stories about your kind, she expresses her surprise that demons are not at all what she expected them to be. Something about you always instruct your army to avoid humans, as to not agitate them and get heroes sent out. Surprised to hear her say thank you. You've always thought of humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always getting killed, despite your efforts to leave them alone. But this maiden is different. You joke that maybe you've been lying to her this whole time and that you're actually super evil all along. Maiden laughs at that, saying that she wouldn't mind being held captive here. People in her village are a little exhausting at times. Can't tell if she's into you or not. Notice the sounds of battle have started ringing through your castle halls. Maiden is getting nervous, but you're really sure it's just the underlings roughhousing. Is it? Is this a normal thing? Do they do that a lot? Oh, you don't want to upset the maiden by telling her that? Your armor will take care of it. It isn't long before the hero bursts into your room. Shouldn't have made it here. Why didn't they stop him? He stands here, unsure of himself. He's covered in demon blood. Move past the hero and out the door. You're not thinking clearly. Seeing your servants' bodies in pieces all strewn about the castle is really taking it out of you. There's so much blood. Why? Why did it come for the maiden? Did he think she needed rescuing? There was no one for this hero to save here. There's never any harm meant to anyone. You were just talking to her. Starts babbling insincere apologies and excuses, realizing his wrongdoings, but you are beyond hearing that kind of bullshit. You can no longer look so bad. You lashed out at the hero. Ah, damn. You probably deserved it. Maiden fled in terror. You are alone. Wraithful Overlord. It lagged, so I couldn't see the pop-up, but I got the achievement, so everything's fine. Wrathful Overlord. Will do. Will be. To the hero. pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures fighting monsters and whatnot. The maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely held captive at the nearby demon overlord's castle. Even puts a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out. Happy to protect the townspeople, though, born to play this role. Demon soldiers block the path. I thought they weren't allowed to leave the castle. Like that was like the whole thing is they can't do that. Kill them to gain experience. Flee like a coward. Yeah, I'll murder him. Quick work of the vile creatures who stood in your way. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You are faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. No way to see past them. I'll just talk to him. Eyeing with suspicion, they can't help but notice the demon blood from earlier. Ah, damn. Overlord's chamber, time to save the maiden. Being held captive by the Overlord, just as you expected. For some reason, you can't sense anything sinister happening? All look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Ask the maiden what's going on. Came here on her own and was never in any danger. She hesitantly asks why I'm covered in blood. It's like, what? He's past you and out the door. To your army in lifeless blood piles. She's wailing. It's horrible. Chance. I know where this is gonna go because it just happened, but this is all a misunderstanding. You know. It's just a oh shit. Tragic hero. Doot doot doot. Doot doot doot. Boop boop boop. 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 Okay, anyways. And you live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon's castle. You're told that you are fated to be captured by the Overlord. Apparently love Give how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone, but maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunities? Who knows? In church, you pray to your god, asking why you've been born into this role. You expect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious as to what the point of it is. You are impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were to just hurry and get captured already. Wow, I read that wrong. Hurry up and get captured already. Leave a note and venture forth to find a demon, just to, you know, see what happens. Demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. Well, I'll say what's up. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. You tell them that you're thinking you could understand your role better if you were to hurry up and get taken away by a demon. Just over there looking at a flower. He's in his own little world. They agree to take you to the master nonetheless. After a long walk to the castle, you're introduced to the Overlord. She lectures the underling who brought you here, who was apparently who was told not to leave their post. You wonder what cruel punishment awaits them. But to your surprise, he lets them off easily. The underling is dismissed, and the Overlord turns to you, looking very interested. You explain why you've come, and she squints at you. Turns out she never had any plans to capture maidens, or do anything else that would agitate the humans. You wonder for a moment if she might be lying, but it doesn't really seem like it. Still, that doesn't make any sense. We've always been told the demons would one day seek out you, and something awful would happen. Then a hero would come to your rescue. You don't want to believe you've been lied to all along. You ask the Overlord what you should do to be a bit more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much. She makes it sound so simple. This Overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. Although she has many stories about demons, little by little you realize they're not the ruthless monsters you were raised to believe. Turns out she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send a hero out. You realize that must be why you've never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude for the Overlord on behalf of your village. Just stop raising heroes. Just don't even. They don't need saving. Look at say Sam, human. It's just they just don't. You know, just just racism. They're really just trying to live their lives the same as you. You feel like you're starting to understand things. Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the way things are back at home. Kinda like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Feel butterflies in your stomach. But then a hero barges into the room. Oh god, hang on, no, go back. It lagged. No, okay. His clothes are stained by a dark liquid. It's dripping from his weapon, too. You realize it must be demon blood. Something horrible has happened. Confused, the hero asks what's going on. Explain the situation, reassuring to him that you were never in danger. Overlord has walked past her and out to the hall. She's wailing. You can only guess what kind of horrible scene he's left for her. You've just been getting along with so well has killed another human right in front of you. It's clear now that you've been deceived by her sweet words. Demons are ruthless monsters after all. You managed to slip past the Overlord and make it out of the blood-soaked castle. Escaped. I mean, that also, from her point of view, that she's alive, that wasn't a terrible ending. She got out alive, didn't she? So what if I... Polite, antisocial. We'll see how that goes, and then I'll just play as the hero. Then... Flee, what's that do? Take your chance at the castle. Is this your job? Okay, so I just kind of sneak around those two. Facing the army of demons that look very intimidating. Ask if they'll let me in. Someone trust you. They escort you directly to the Overlord's chambers. That was easy. In the middle of some casual conversation, you barge in. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Ask what's going on. Man explains she was never actually captured and she came here on her own violation. It's a very dangerous thing of her to do, but no one got hurt, so at least there's that. To reassure everyone of her safety, the Overlord allows the two of you to leave and you casually exit. Try to make conversation, but she seems pretty quiet. She's shy? Deal is... What the fuck? Panic sets in, you follow. Too dangerous to continue. You feel hopeless. Stand at the castle gates. Bystander. How'd the thing burn down? The fuck? Okay, so the antisocial trait, the maiden stays regardless. I wonder if that's because of the whole overthrowing thing. Is that where the fire comes from? We'll keep the hero at diplomatic. I like that. Maiden at polite. Play as the underling again. Counter a maiden. Greets you and says she has a favor. Consider your options. You're out. Some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. Yeah, the whole thing. God, hang on, go back. You're gonna sleep long, your friends wake you up. Rude. One of them is stepping on you pretty hard. You ask them what their deal is. Planning a whole revolution. They're gonna get rid of the current overlord and put a new ruler in place. They want to hear if you're in or out. Being a pretty lazy underling, you respond with, that sounds like a lot of trouble. How about we just skip it? Question your loyalty to their cause. Actually, not so bad. Oh, Jesus. Someone who's still loyal to the Overlord really has no place in our castle. You understand, right? Outnumbered, you are not, things like this. And this is pretty messed up. That's rude. Why'd you do that? Why'd you have to go and do that for? Okay. So if the hero doesn't kill everybody, then everybody kills themselves anyways. Play as the maiden. Shout. Keep it down. Seem more confused, which catches you off guard. You tell them the name, that whole stuff. Must have been sent to retrieve you. Confused to hear asks what's going on. You explain the situation, assuming you're never in danger. Expresses relief. Didn't anyone read that note you left? Overlord allows the two of you to leave, and you give her a little wave. It's totally, they did a revolution. And then you sprint into a burning building like an idiot. These can't the fleeing demons, but the Overlord isn't among them. Oh gosh. Rush into the castle, you quickly reach the room, the door is shut tight. Too weak to force it open. Start to cough, the smoke is too thick, you can hardly breathe. You realize you haven't got much time now, you're desperately for the stairs. Man. So Mr. Guy with the sword has to go in there. Why does she only have one trait that I can check on? Let's be this guy and we'll kill all the demons. Not all the demons, just the Overlord. Just like, you know, kindly talk to them. Get here. Kill the Overlord. Slight hesitation. She must be surprised at how strong. Quiet and trek back to the village. She must be too shy. The greatest hero ever. I mean, so far that seems to be the best ending, because only one person died in that one. There wasn't a whole, like, you know, castle on fire or anything. Oh shit. I have what, 8 of 40? There's 41 total endings? Jesus Christ. What if I just flip all of them? Let's just do that. Then we'll be the maiden. Polite. Oh no, that's not polite. Oh shit, right, I forgot about that one. Your fault for trusting a demon not to devour your sight. But swallowed. Well, that's just kind of... That's sad. Consumed. Okay, turn off hungry. Because that ended it pretty fast, so we're gonna go again. Polite. How rude, I just got here. Yeah, I'll go. You don't want to cause any trouble, so you figure it's time to go home. He's covered in demon blood. You're frightened by the sight of him and run away. Everyone is very worried. They surround you with 1,000 questions, and you're telling a story. People are whispering things to each other. Lovely interrupted by an older man. He calls you a demon synthesizer. You're not telling the truth. Do they not believe you? Everyone can skip speculating what actually happened. You've returned to the aid of a hero. Conspiring, trying to trick everyone to believing the horror. They aren't the horrible creatures, so they say. Wonder how I missed that before. You're seized by the crowd, voices calling for execution. Jesus Christ. You don't look proud of that. You've always lived honestly, so why has this happened? Why are you being punished? I think the village is a bunch of assholes. Okay, but I think, yeah, there's another thing now. We'll leave that one off. Again! Introduce. Refuse to leave. You still want to fulfill your destiny, even if you have to make it happen on your own. She's frustrated at your stubbornness, but doesn't kick you out or anything. She has many stories, and little by little you realize they might not be the ruthless monsters you're raised to believe. You want to risk leaving humans, you realize this was a demon habitat, king skip. Oh no! Protect. Acting as a shield. Roles are all switched around, but it feels right. You're glad your destiny turned out to be saving someone rather than being saved by you being saved yourself. She kills her on accident, and then she's gonna get angry and kill him. And then these guys are gonna overthrow the government. So the underlings win at the end of the day. Murder dies to protect the Overlord. Is that all that one does? Because then why would I ever have that on? That feels like the wrong choice. Let's be the Overlord again. Get back to work. Unhappy, you're sure they'll thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the castle spells death. Dismiss the underling and lie down. Oh, lecture made you want to take a nap. Amazing. You fall asleep pretty quick. Just another amazing talent as the Overlord. Underling from earlier brought back some company. Not the drag. It was unauthorized breakaway. Scold them, but ultimately you're a little interested in the guests, so you'll let them off easy. The underling's not so bad. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you. The maiden then goes off to say that she's been getting very impatient. These kind of things just speed along. Yeah. Tell her she should go home. Put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. Turns out to be very stubborn. You don't want to hurt her, but you really want her to leave in case something bad happens. This whole situation is asking for trouble. Against your better judgment, you hang out with her a little longer. Enjoy a nice chat, sharing stories. Express surprise. Another human in the doorway. This time it's a hero. He suddenly strikes, cutting through you with his blade. Didn't even hesitate. Could you have let your guard down like that? How unfair. After all you've done to avoid this outcome, you can't outrun your destiny. This hero always slays the Overlord. Or the hero. So when he watches the hero escorts the maiden, captured by a demon. At least she got what she came for. Wait, so if I turn on this one again, and then go through everything like I just did. Back to work. Go home. There he is. One body is a shield from the hero's blade. Why? Yeah, makes sense. Oh shit. I'm trying to think if there's a way to have these two stay when these guys try to overthrow the government and see what happens, but I don't know. Grant them the day off. Let her stay for a while. Well, I wanted to meet this Overlord. Didn't anyone read the note I left behind? Maiden apologizes for causing trouble, and the hero asks her to return to the village. I want the hero to take the maiden away. Keep her. You'll be back, but you don't budge. The hero is cautious now. I don't understand. Something sharp pierces your back. The hero? No, he's already... It's one of your underlings. Done too much damage, you can barely move. Blood is everywhere. Can't believe this has happened. Trade. I mean, I know it's called Bad Ad Theater, but there's gotta be anger. I won't translate what I just said. What's this button? Oh. Okay, so the underling has the small... Oh, hey, there's a whole tree. Oh, okay. Underling begins. Granted day off. Brings maiden to castle. Involved in a plot to dethrone. So if I go diplomatic hero, I've done this one with the polite maiden, and that one with the tyrant. So that will lead to an ending. If the hero is dutiful, that's an ending. It's 2 endings, what the fuck? Okay, so I want to have dutiful hero, hungry underling, tyrant overlord, and then be the underling. Let's not gobble. Strike against demons, you start devouring the maiden. I must not feel proud of that. Surely praise you with curses if they weren't around. The other humans would praise you with curses if they were around to see me. Oh man, if only someone could have been watching. Trying to find an audience for your evil deeds, you wandered to the nearby village. People are screaming and running away, throwing rocks at you, whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. You haven't even done anything yet. Put on a show. You attack the nearest human. He is old and weak, and his bones crunch delightfully. Arian screams louder. Applause! You think, hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have taken revenge like this a lot sooner. Strike the villagers down. You fail to notice a sword-wielding hero running towards you. He takes you out in one swift blow. You're just a demon underling, after all. That's totally worth it. As I'm just a head flying away, I'm like, yep, that was good. Okay. So that was that one. So if I return to the castle... Yeah, so go from Eat Maiden, go castle, dutiful hero, then I guess that might not be... Okay, no, I think I know what I gotta do. So dutiful hero. So just leave everything the same. Underling. Let's overthrow her. Sick of this overlord holding your friends back. You agree it's time for a change. Maybe you should be the new overlord. I like the sound of that. Take the day off like you wanted. Your friends are very impressed. You assure them you'll talk more about the assassination thing when you get back. Stick out the castle. Munch. Leave. If you get people who are just upset at the sight of you, they don't fully appreciate any terrible act. They won't fully appreciate anything you commit. They also might fight back. That probably wouldn't end well. You're just one little underling. Stay has been adequately refreshing. You return to the castle, take a nap. After some sleep, you're awoken by the sounds of battle. What an asshole! Revenge! I mean, you're killing everyone like some maniac. What did you ever do to him? You lunged at him while he's busy with driving a sword into the guard. Sometimes brought you food. You like that guard. You wish all your demon heart for this hero to suffer for his deeds. You bite into him, tearing flesh and bone. It tastes like iron. Hero struggles. You feel a sword go through you, but there's no pain, only retribution. Only more with his comrades. Constantness. Heroes overtaken. Your army is won. You've earned your rest. Okay. What other endings? Yeah, there's those two. So there's a good amount. What's this one? Disloyal. I want to go up that way because that doesn't go on a whole convoluted path. Like that's just one straight shot. So if I go bring maiden to castle, then disloyal, diplomatic, possessive. Disloyal. Oh, I know what this is. This is when he stabs her in the back. Underling. Hear her out. Disloyal. Totally in it to win it. Whether or not you actually feel like killing the Overlord, you know how bad it'd be to end up on the wrong side of things, and if this assassination deal doesn't pan out, you can always just pretend you were innocent all along. Worry about what you're getting yourself dragged into. You follow your friends outside the castle and talk more about the plan, curious if they have any idea how they're going to do this. Figured they'd just lock her in a room and set it on fire. What a stupid plan. This could go wrong in so many ways. Just a bunch of directionless thugs. Useless without someone's guidance. Your guidance. Probably casualties if you fought her head on. Shall we death make a revolution? Heck, a lot more fun. It's probably the wrong way to go. Your friends agree. Suggest play the assassin. You really didn't want to come down to this. But can't back down now. You'll have to be assassin. You don't like the better ideas. You sneak up in the Overlord's room. It's the scene unfold. You aren't sure why, but the Overlord suddenly cuts down the hero. She approaches the maiden you brought her earlier. good a chance as any. You launch a sneak attack, getting her right in the back. She flinches, giving you enough of an advantage to take her down. Look over her part until she stops moving. It's messier than I would have liked. The maiden mutters something from the corner. Wasn't your intention, but it sounds like you did something heroic. Tell the maiden to go home. This place is dangerous. Heroic underling. That's not his job. That's not what he's supposed to do. And now there's this that way. I have... How many did I have for the underling? 5. So there's 4 more for the mayhem. I'm gonna do one more. I wanted this to just be one video, but this seems like it's gonna go longer than I thought. So I'll come back to it eventually, but we'll do one more underling ending. What can I do? What? So gets the day off. Polite maiden. Disloyal, antisocial, obedient. Okay. So that one. Those 2. Alright. Let's see where this goes then. Get her out. Disloyal. Sneak. She's taking a nap like usual. Approach. She looks so peaceful. Chicken out. You don't want to kill her. You can't go through with it. Panic whisper. You ask them to let you out. This is pretty fucked up. And ask again to be let out. Stares in her bed while your head is turned. The demons shut the door. You scramble into the Overlord's closet and hide before she wakes up and sees you. There's nothing you can possibly say to explain this. Does her third eye ever close, or is that just like a thing? Because her main eyes are closed. Trembling. I can't believe this asshole's a bully like this. You feel like crying. Lights flicker at your feet. Doesn't take long for you to realize they've set the room on fire. Trying to get out the door. You're both trapped. Too afraid to move. You resign yourself to your fate. You're the Overlord burn. Maybe I'll get all the... It's just 3 more. I'll get all the underling endings really quick. Wait, which one is that? Cowardly. So that went not the direction I thought it was gonna go, to be honest with you. Let's do it. Here, out. Let's kill. Time to die. Cleanest way would to dig your claws through her throat, so you just do that. Not in time to stop you. She chokes on her blood, cursing you before finally expiring. That felt terrible. You remind yourself it was either her or you. You weren't about to let yourself get killed by anyone. You look pleased. Only now do you realize they must have planned to use it like this in the beginning. You are the new ruler of this castle. Your subjects now bow before you. Live in fear that they will one day betray you, as you had betrayed your overlord. And B? Is there an end A? What? What do you mean B? Where did that one... Oh, that one up there? So I think there's a trait that I need for the hero to make more progress, and I just don't know what that is yet. What if I don't have obedient on? Then I have heroic off. Overthrow. Here. Kill. No, it's the same. Where'd the maiden go? So I think I gotta play more of the hero to see what I can do with that then. Oh, his path is very different. Interesting. So hero, if I have the underling as hungry, then just go dutiful all the way through. Yeah, dutiful, then hungry. Then I guess the rest doesn't matter. Go be duty, do the kill it. Kill him. Evil demons anyways, the ones must save for them gone. That's what you tell yourself, kill one after the other. She appears, demanding to know what the hell you're doing murdering your soldiers. You go straight to the point and ask where the maiden is. She feigns ignorance, a convincing act, but you won't be fooled. It's possible she's already been devoured. Thinking about that poor maiden's life fills you with hatred. The fight with the Overlord. Overlord is almost no match. Cut her to pieces, the Overlord has fallen. Fortunately, there's no sign of the maiden. Stand alone in the carnage and ponder what it means to be a hero. You return to the Overlord remain. Wrap head and cape victory. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, that's that one. Oh, I was like, where did the maiden go in that? Right, she got fucking killed by the little guy. The little dude. Like, in parentheses, she runs from you. Well, I'm gonna wrap this up. This is longer than I thought it would be, but this is pretty cool. There'll be more of this, not super consistently probably, but I don't know, we'll see. I'll probably do more. Watch more of my things. I've got other games. I don't know, you can find them. There's Omori, there's Slime Rancher, there's other things. Go check them out. Yeah, bye.